I'd like to welcome all you ignorant ass bitches, critics, complainers, disgruntled rappers, and racists especially, to the 9th Annual International Player Haters Ball. Oh man, hate.
Hello everyone, it's Captain Blackbeard, coming at you with my thoughts on Halo Infinite, due to drop holiday of this year. I've been skimming YouTube and checking out other people's videos on how they've been playing Halo Infinite and what they have been thinking about how the game plays. And sad to say, but I do not share in the popular opinion that these other YouTubers or players or whatever you want to call them have on the game. Simply put, I was very disappointed in what I play tested this weekend. It did not feel like Halo to me. Nothing about it really felt as if I was experiencing a good Halo multiplayer game, of what I know is to be a good Halo multiplayer game. A little bit of background on me, I guess, is that I really started gaming with Halo 3. Halo 3 brought me into the whole first-person shooter genre. My buddy Regret would bring his Xbox to our house in where we used to live in this cul-de-sac, and we would go down into a buddy's basement and we would get a TV down there and we would just start playing. And this was back in Halo 2 days, but Halo 3 really got me into it, because Halo 2, I mean, Halo 2 is a great, arguably even better than Halo 3, but I was very young at the time, so I didn't exactly get the full spectrum of what the game was and what it could be. So once Halo 3 came out, I got my own Xbox 360 and I started really jumping into it and just loving the game for what it was. Obviously, the game was not perfect. There were moments that made me question the game and say, what the hell am I playing and why the fuck do I even like this game? Obviously, that's to be expected with every game. It's not just Halo. Every game has its ups and downs. Nothing's perfect. But this game that I played over the weekend, I did not know what I was playing. Everything had been twisted on its head. I wasn't exactly sure why some of the game mechanics were the way they were in the game. It just did not feel like Halo. So let me try to break it down by only the way that I can, which is feel. I don't know any of the analytics. I don't know any of the statistics. I don't know any of the numbers per se. I only know what I feel and how I feel playing the game. So that's all I can go on. You know what I mean? So anyway, let's talk briefly about the gameplay, the way the game is structured. They have added a sprint and a slide feature into the game, which, number one, I am in no way, shape, or form a fan of. I am not a fan of sprinting. If you look at the map, this tiny, small map has sprint feature on it. How does that make any sense? The map is tiny. You can run around the whole map in 5 seconds. Why would there be sprint included in this? If you look at Halo, and I'm talking about the first 3 original Halo games, Halo Combat Evolved, Halo 2, and Halo 3, there was no sprint. That right there is what I loved about Halo. Halo is a game where you're using teamwork, strategy, and map control. That's how you essentially go about playing the game. Those are the advantages that you have to take in the game, because other than that, I mean, at some point, everybody's going to be able to shoot. Everybody's going to be able to hit their shots. So it really relies on teamwork, team shotting, map control. Obviously, power weapon control is another facet of it, but that's another topic. What I basically am saying is that why would they add sprint back into the game? After Halo 3, I believe Halo Reach came out, and I was not a fan. Not a fan whatsoever, because people would just be running at you trying to beat you down, and it just did not feel good to play that game. The Bloom was introduced, which is also in this game, which I absolutely fucking hate. The fact that there is Bloom on anything. The fact that the pistol is one of the strongest guns in the game, which is okay. All right, I'm okay with that. Halo Combat Evolved, the pistol was the greatest gun in the game. You know what I mean? And that's what everybody used. But with the introduction of the BR, I feel like we had a new power weapon that everybody kind of just used, and it was a more accurate representation of how the game should be played. There was a consensus on a 4-shot kill, all being headshots, of course, or at least the last shot on that BR. If your 4th shot was on the head, it would automatically be a kill as long as you hit your previous 3 shots. But as long as that 4th shot was a headshot, you would usually be able to 4-shot the player. My using the BR in this game did not feel great. I did not really get a sense of hit detection being exactly correct. It felt as if I had to lead my shots a little bit. I don't know if this is due to lag. I'm not too sure what that could be, but the way the game felt when I was shooting the BR just did not feel like Halo 3, or just at least past experiences that I had for Halo. I really felt that they did a disservice with how fast they're making the game seem, or just play. Halo is supposed to be a slow game. It's supposed to be a strategical game where you use teamwork to try to get the win. You go about gaining map control and controlling spawns, and there was a few times where spawn killing was a thing in this game as well. In Halo 3 there was spawn killing, but I mean, if you were running with a good team, usually you won't be getting spawn killed like that. But in this game, the spawn points were just ridiculous at some points. I would be spawning into 3 players, or just spawning and there would be a player right behind me immediately. It just did not feel exactly how I thought it should feel. That's just my personal opinion. Of course, people are going to disagree. There's a bunch of people who have already come out that have said that the game is great and they loved absolutely everything about the game. I don't understand that viewpoint. And I'm not an amateur to Halo. Not by any means. I am not a professional whatsoever. I am no snipe down. I never claimed to be. I'm just saying how the game felt. It just did not feel like Halo. On to the weapons. As far as weapons, obviously the pistol felt the best. If you notice in this right here, I think that might have been maybe 5 shots that I just took to completely destroy that guy's shield. But that's not the case every time. That's one thing that I didn't I didn't feel good about, the fact that there was so many inconsistencies with the weapons. Sometimes it took less shots to kill than other times, and it would all be pretty much the same. You know what I mean? Like, it wasn't as if I was missing completely all my shots the other time, as opposed to the time that I did get the kill. Right there, 5 shots were directly on that guy, and he did not lose his shields, as opposed to the other guy who did lose his shields in this same clip right beforehand. The assault rifle is absolutely useless, but yet you get 236 ammo with it. And with everything else, you run out of ammo so quickly. The fact that all of these weapons have a place on the wall that they spawn, and then there's a time meter that goes into that time meter, that's fine. Okay, I can live with that because that's essentially just a weapon spawn on the map. But the time period for when these weapons should spawn, from when they get picked up by a player to when they are respawning for ammo or for a different player on the map or on your team or on the map to be able to get the weapon, is absolutely ridiculous. It at least felt like maybe 30 seconds before you could get the weapon back from either a teammate picking it up or an enemy picking it up or whatever the case may be. It felt so long. It felt absolutely like it should not feel that way. We should all be able to get a BR right at the start of the game. We should all be able to get whatever weapon we want at the start of the game. If these are considered power weapons, then put them in that little slot that you have done where, like, you know, it spawns from the middle of the thing is on the floor, not on the wall. I don't know exactly what to call that, but I just did not like the fact that you picked up a weapon and you only got 32 bullets with it. And then what do I do after that? I can go through that ammo in less than 10 seconds if I'm shooting at least 2 members on a team. You know what I mean? Like, why would you make it so long for the weapons to respawn on the map, for them to get it into people's hands, and for people to use them? I did not exactly understand. Onto the battle rifle. I touched on this a little bit beforehand, but I don't understand what's happened to the battle rifle in this game. Halo 4 did an awful job with their battle rifle, and it feels almost kind of like Halo 4-ish. The shots don't feel fluid. They don't feel... A BR should be hit scan. A BR should be completely hit scan. So wherever you're shooting, wherever you're aiming, it should immediately hit that target. That's what we love about the BR. That's what we enjoy about the BR. The fact that you could get those 4-shot kills. In this, everything feels like there's a delay. It just feels like there's a delay going on from when shots are being fired from your weapon to when they are landing. And that's just doesn't... That's not Halo. Halo is hit scan, whether people like it or not. That's how the game was brought up. That's how the game was made. It was hit scan game. Like, you know, what are you gonna do? That's just the way the game is. So I did not appreciate the fact that the BR is really just did not feel that great. There were instances where it did feel good, but more so than not, it did not feel great at all. That's another thing with the inconsistencies of these games, of this game. It did not play the same every single time you used a weapon. It felt different every single time, and it just nothing was consistent in my opinion. The grenades. There is I don't know how to explain it exactly, but it seems like from where you think that you're throwing the grenade to where the grenade is actually going, you have to adjust for some type of drop down, because where you think it's going, the grenade actually comes out lower than where you might think that the grenade might be coming out from. Which is not the case with Halo 3. Halo 3, the grenade, wherever you really, wherever you threw it, most of the time it would go. Obviously, if we're talking about long distances, you would have to account for that, and you would have to really throw it in the air. But it just did not feel that great, the way that the grenades were done in this game. Another thing about the grenades is the fact that you could only hold 2 different types of grenades in the game. I don't understand why they reverted that from Halo 3. Halo 3, you could hold up to 4 different types of grenades as long as they were present in the map. In this game, it is not like that. You only get to hold 2 different kinds of grenades. I didn't understand why, because at least in Big Team Battle, there were more than 2 types of grenades featured on the map. Some of them were the electric grenades. I don't know exactly what those were called, but I did like those. I did like the introduction of those lightning grenades that were. It seemed like they could disrupt vehicles, and it seemed like they chipped away at your health gradually. I did like the introduction of those new grenades, but the fact that you have on a map spike grenades, you have plasmas, frag grenades, and these new electric grenades, and I can only use 2 of them at a time. Why? Why would that be the case? Why introduce these new grenades if you're not going to keep the same 4 slots that you could beforehand into the game? That was a great part of Halo, the grenades, in my opinion. But in this game, I feel like they're just a little bit lost. I didn't see myself really profiting from a well-placed grenade as much as I should. Sometimes the grenade would hit me when I am behind a wall, and the grenade is still hitting me. Other times, I put a grenade directly where somebody is coming through a door, and it did not hit them. For as much as I expect for a grenade would usually take down your whole shields if it was placed well in a Halo 3. In this game, it was so inconsistent every time, and it felt as if grenades were just, I don't know, not a useful tool. Where, as in Halo 3, grenades were one of the biggest things that you could use. I mean, going into a BR battle with a 2v1, you're going to be using grenades to take the advantage. It's a 2v1. So you probably have no chance unless you're playing 2 very bad players. You really have no chance unless you put that grenade perfect. You know what I mean? And so the fact that the grenades just did not feel as if they were doing as much damage, from where I thought that they would be placed on the map directly under somebody and they just would not hit how I thought that they would be hit. That player right there should be no shield. I mean, the grenade was right on his, but he has shields when I go into him. So the inconsistencies really just went throughout the whole game as far as I am concerned. Like, from grenades to weapons to the way weapons were damaging players, it just felt very inconsistent. That rocket is right on me. Why does that not kill me? That was right at my feet, and I still had health to boot. That does not make sense to me. How does that rocket not kill me right there? The rockets I used very little. I really didn't get too much of a chance on using the rocket launcher in this game. But one thing that I did get a chance to use was the gravity hammer. And good Lord have mercy, it felt like I was almost using a sword with the lunge capacity that weapon had. Also, splash damage. I do not remember splash damage being that insane on the gravity hammer in any other game. Again, I did not play Halo Reach, or I played Halo Reach and Halo 4, not as much as maybe I should have, or I don't know. In my opinion, I played it for too long, because those games were just god awful, in my opinion. But the gravity hammer has splash damage. It also, back in Halo 3, I remember that it used to be able to send you up in the air. So what you could do sometimes with Halo 3 is if somebody had a grav hammer, you jumped, they missed their shot, or they missed their swing down with the hammer, it would send you into the air. And what you could end up doing there is boom, 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 pop a quick 4-shot on them with a BR, and you would probably get the kill. No chance of that in this game. The lunge was absolutely insane from what I could tell. Yeah, it was just a very, very, very overpowered weapon. Another overpowered weapon that I found to be was the Needler, which was very surprising. I don't know if I mind or if I'm not too sure on how I feel about the Needler. It killed very quick after all of the Needlers had hit, and you didn't really have to, I guess, get every shot on the player, but it would still give you the kill. You didn't have to unload a full clip into the player to get the kill, which was the case with Halo 3. If you pretty much did not unload your whole clip into that one player, you usually would not be able to kill them with the Needler. But in this game, the Needler felt very overpowered. I even think the devs ended up saying in that preview that they had given on YouTube that the Needler was going to be very powerful. So that was to be expected. I was expecting that the Needler would do a lot of damage. Again, right there, that nade, in my opinion, should have done way more damage than it just did. It was right in front of my face, and it did not do that much damage to me. It maybe took away like an eighth of my health, maybe. You know what I mean? So a lot of inconsistencies. A lot of the new weapons that I tested, I don't exactly remember the name to them. There was one that was red that would shoot like 3 beams out. I don't understand how that weapon looks so fearsome, and it looks like it should be able to absolutely destroy, but yet it dealt almost no damage. The way that the plasma weapons work in this game, really, it seems a little off. There's that carbine that is a 3-round burst shot. Yeah, but the bullets travel so slow that to be able to hit a player with those burst shots, it almost felt impossible, unless you were very, very close and your aim assist was kicking in like crazy. I just did not understand, like, very, very unusable weapons in the game. Another one was I believe the Heat Wave was one that I used. It felt like a fuel rod cannon type of deal, kind of mixed in with like an alien sniper. I don't know how to classify that weapon, but it fucking sucked. It absolutely was goddamn awful trash. And the fact that you could switch from it being horizontal and vertical, the shots, who the fuck cares? What the fuck is the point of that? I switched between shots, and if you did it horizontal, maybe one shot out of all of the 6 or 7 shots that are sprayed from it hit. If you did vertical, it didn't seem like it did any type of damage to the players whatsoever. There's a clip in here a little bit later of us playing Big Team, and you can see that the Heat Wave is just non-existent as far as damage. This guy using a turret absolutely just obliterates me, as I am shooting like at least 3 or 4 magazine clips into him with the Heat Wave, and it just did not do anything. One weapon that I guess I'm indifferent to, I didn't mind, was the Skewer. And really the only reason that I really liked the Skewer was because it was the only weapon I found that could kill vehicles in one shot. Vehicles are so overpowered in this game. It is absolutely insane how you can't even do anything to a vehicle with grenades, with your battle rifle or your pistol. You might as well not try, because you just cannot damage them. The Warthog seemed as if it was invincible. The Ghost, good lord, good luck trying to kill somebody on a Ghost. The power balance between vehicles and weapons and grenades just did not feel good. I understand this is a technical preview, and I understand that this is not... maybe the finished product, but this is almost 98% complete. I mean, this is probably what we're going to see. And the fact that this is the route that they chose to take it in is a little bit disappointing, in my opinion. The last weapon that I did want to just touch on was the sniper rifle. I, again, don't know if this is the finished state, but the fact that you only get, I think it was maybe 6 shots with the sniper rifle. Either way, it did not feel anything like what I expected the sniper rifle to be. The sniper was one of the funnest weapons to use in the game. I mean, it was what everybody went after every single time they got into a Halo 3 game. Who's grabbing snipe? Who's going for rockets? You know what I mean? These were the power weapons. They were placed on a map, and everybody knew where they were, and everybody would fight over them. That's what they were there for. That's what they're the power weapons. They're the most powerful weapons in the game. I really did not notice that being a thing when I was playing Big Team Battle. In most of the Slayer games that I played, there wasn't even a sniper available. I played like maybe 2 maps in Slayer. One map looked like a straight up out of Call of Duty map, and the other one is this map that you're seeing right here. That is just like a straight boxed in. It's just a box, it seems like, you know what I mean? Very, very, very plain, nothing to it. But when I did get to use the sniper, there was a delay that was going on after my shot. So I would shoot, delay, and then my sniper would hit. Very, very strange. I didn't understand why that was the case. I remember that being a thing. I believe. Don't get me. Don't quote me on this, but I believe that was the same in Halo Reach. There was a delay between when the shot actually hit the opponent to where you got your hit confirmation sound. You know what I mean? Through your headset, and I just didn't understand why. Why is that the case? Like, what's the point of adding that delay in? I don't know. I just don't know why they chose to do a lot of the things they did with this game. Predominantly with the sprinting and just making it not feel like Halo. It just feels like a sped up Halo, and it just does not work. It just does not work for Halo. I mean, the game is not meant to be that way. Like, why are you trying to do something that is not meant for the game? I don't know. I really don't know what to think about how this is going to be presented to us. One thing I can say is I am very glad that this game is free, because I would not be spending any money on it after this playtest. In my opinion, I would not spend a dime to play this game ever. If I had to pay $60 to buy this game, good luck. I'll let somebody else pay the $60 and they can have a blast with it. We'll see what happens when it's out on launch, but as of right now, I did not think that it was a great game to play. To end it up, I guess I'll talk about the maps. Again, not a fan. Most of them seemed like they were Call of Duty maps, or at least one of them seemed like it was a Call of Duty map. That one where there's like chickens running on the ground. I don't even know the name to it, but that map seemed like they just copy and pasted from Call of Duty. And honestly, that's really my whole opinion on the game. Is it felt as if these devs were just more so trying to make a Halo Call of Duty game instead of just trying to keep the purity and what made Halo great. I felt like they were just trying to go with the whole Call of Duty feel. Let's add sprint. Let's add a crouch slider. Let's add bloom to everything. These things are not a part of the game. I I wish Bungie had never sold this game. That's honestly my whole opinion on it. I wish Bungie never sold this game, and I wish that they did not fucking fuck it up with the bullshit that they put in it. But that's what we're left with here. The rest of the maps, honestly, they fucking suck. They fucking suck. They do not feel good. They feel cramped. The other map on Big Team Battle, I only played one map. That was the whole time. There was no other maps available. It was just this one big map with the man cannons on it. Yeah, no. Why would you not give us a BR on a bigger map? We're looking at a mid to long range battle on a big map, on a Valhalla-esque map. Obviously, this map did not even hold fucking candle to Valhalla. But we're looking at a map that is long to medium range, and there was maybe one BR spawn on the whole map. There was another game that we played where BRs were spawning way more frequently, and that was great. But the fact that that wasn't the case for every single game on Big Team Battle, it was disappointing. Very disappointing. And you've got all of these wall weapons with the goddamn 3-shot red weapon, the heat wave, and the plasma carbine, and they fucking suck. They don't do anything. I was very disappointed in every single aspect of the game. One thing that I liked about the game is the fact that you could change around all of your bindings, all of your controller bindings, and I'm sure, I mean, every game on PC you can pretty much, I believe, control your key bindings too. But I was happy that you could change the controller buttons. And obviously you needed to, because I don't want to fucking press A every time I have to sprint. I want to press my left button. But my left button is normally crouch. So now I have to adjust. Instead of fucking using crouch with my left stick, now I have to put crouch on my right stick. I have to move grenades from right stick to... I have to move zoom from right stick to left trigger. Because now I'm essentially making the game feel exactly like Call of Duty. My buttons for this game were exactly what they are for Call of Duty. And that's sad. I don't want to fucking play Call of Duty. I want to fucking play Halo. That's what I'm fucking trying to do. Why don't you fucking make a game that actually resembles fucking Halo? Sad. Absolutely sad and pathetic. My end thoughts on this game, it's gonna fucking be dead. It's going to be dead within 2 weeks unless they add a goddamn battle royale. And they don't seem like they're privy to want to do that. So you know what? Have fun your game fucking dying, because nobody's going to want to play this shit fucking dumbass game of mix between Call of Duty and Halo that's absolutely trash for goddamn over a year. Add a goddamn BR. Maybe you'll fucking make it better. Jesus Christ, what the fuck did you guys do to the fucking Halo? Horrible. Anyway, those are my thoughts to Halo Infinite. What can I say? Probably an unpopular opinion, seeing as how every motherfucker here just fucking loved the game. And I don't know what the hell that they were playing. But that's great for them. I did not enjoy it. Anyway, I'm going to leave you with the rest of the video. Enjoy this gameplay. Me and my buddy Regret. Pretty much just shitting on the game. And just talking about how bad it is. Hope you guys enjoyed. Thanks. Bye. 3 grenades just hit that warthog and it's still not dead.
Like, what's that? I want to see who the fuck kills me. Like, how'd you kill me instantly?
There's a kid behind me, man. Like, how? In the middle of, like, our whole team. Yeah, it's big team, big team, big team. Why? I was just getting tired of Slayer.
I got you. I just didn't realize how many people. I'm like, how many people here? rocket.
Okay.
Fucking sniper all the way to the end of their base, man. My Xbox One is rockets there. They let him get those guns.
I don't think I'm around you. I don't think I'm around you right now.
Oh, you were. You were right there. You killed that guy. Just so you know.
Yep.
Come go get this shit.
I don't know what. Where am I getting hit from? What is happening?
There's a sniper kit to the right side.
Dude, but I mean, I'm getting hit by like invisible shots. Like I don't see.
Right side. All the way to the right. It's probably that dude. Because he's been killing me like multiple times. Trying to fucking kill me, you fucking squid.
I don't got any more ammo with it.
With the rocket?
No, with the BR.
Oh, they're in the defense, right?
They are. A rocket launcher just didn't kill him.
Ally has taken the enemy flag.
Yep. Just triple beats me down. Sounds good. Perfect.
Enemy returned their flag.
No. Okay.
Aim true, Spartan.
They're in their base. Chilling.
The enemy has your flag.
The enemy carrier has revealed themselves.
Wow.
Dropping from orbit.
An ally has taken the enemy flag. Flag returned to base.
Back where it belongs. Our forces have seized the enemy flag.
I don't know what that does. I mean, like, dude, the fact that he can kill me like that and I can't kill him, that's so bad.
Enemy returned their flag.
God, this looks so fucking stupid. Where are you going, my man? Get us out of here, please. Dude, what are you doing?
Shotgun rocket. Shotgun rocket.
I don't know where the sniper spawns.
There's two people here. One shot. Both of them.
Where are you? You got him? I found snipe.
I see headshots in your future. Dynamo grenades obtained. They never saw you coming.
The enemy has your flag.
Ammunition low.
He's sniping.
Yeah. We only got 2 more bullets though. And I'm literally done.
A gift from the heavens is inbound. Another one down.
I mean, that just makes so much sense. This kid is just crouch walking in the middle of the map. And he's surviving. He's actually surviving. He's just crouch walking in the middle of the map. That's kind of amazing.
An ally has taken the enemy flag.
What the hell is a heat wave?
Active camo obtained. Do try to breathe a bit softer.
There's a banshee?
Oh. There's a tower thing too up here.
Enemy returns their flag.
I don't know what the hell these fucking dumbass guns are that they fucking put in here, but...
Ammo reserves depleted.
An ally has taken the enemy flag.
Actually, what is this? What am I doing right now?
Repulsor acquired.
So I just shot him with 2 of those fucking... I don't even know, fuel rod cannon beams. And the guy is just perfectly fine. Nothing wrong with him. He's good.
Enemy flags in allied hands.
We've apparently got a thing too. The grenade throwing isn't...
Our forces have seized the enemy flag.
Enemy returns their flag.
Just not comfortable, I guess.
Beautiful shots. Not much ammo left. So a gift from the heavens is inbound.
Incredible performance, Spartan.
I don't got any ammo on either gun.
Ammunition low. Wheels en route. They won't know what hit.
Your team has come out on top.
Oh, we won. I don't know what to say. Don't know what to say.
I know what this is. It's a bad game.
I mean, I just went 22-6. How about you?